There are a number of different techniques that I used on here, and I'm going to show you how I did that. But first, let me share a couple of resources with you. The photo in the middle there of the jack-o'-lanterns came from a site called morguefile.com. They have a lot of free, royalty-free images available there. So you might want to make note of that one if you don't know it already. And those little pieces of tape that are holding the picture on, and I'll show you again in a second, those came from a site called scrapbookpresentations.com. So I'm going to start with a blank slide, and we're going to recreate this. And in order to do that, I have to come out of slideshow mode, so you get to see what the wizard's doing behind the scenes here. So we're going to start blank, and rather than copy things from elsewhere on my computer, I'm just going to copy them from one slide to the other to save a little bit of time. And normally I'd be typing the headline in, but I'm just going to copy it from here and paste it into here. By the way, this is a font that works really well for this scrapbook kind of look. It's called Sego print, and it has kind of a handwritten look, but it's not a cursive handwritten or handwriting look. It's more like a printed, hand-printed look. Don't know if it's available on the Mac, David, but I know it's available on Windows PowerPoint. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do here is take the photo. So I'll click on that, copy, and we'll paste it over here. We can put it in a slightly different position if we want. Maybe tilt it a little differently. Oops, can't get that to turn. There. Let me get our other text box down here at the bottom. And we'll just copy that whole box. Now I'm going to put the background in next, and then we'll go and add the sticky tapes. So the way I did this background in PowerPoint, if you click on the blank area here and then right-click, you can go to Format Background, and you have a number of different choices. You can either do a solid fill of a different color, so maybe you want to make the whole thing blue, or we can do a gradient fill, and that's something I'll teach you more about another night because that's a little bit more complex than I want to go into right now, because I want to show you how to fill it with a texture. And there are a number of built-in textures here. Actually, the paper bag one probably would be nice, but I think what I used for this one before is this burlap. Yep. So now that's built into the background of the slide. Notice it filled it in behind everything that was already there because it's the background. Now we can go get our sticky tapes, and as you see, they're each a little bit different, so I have to copy them one at a time. Well, actually, I could do it this way. Hold down the Control key. Teach you another little trick there as we're doing it. But then once we get them all over here, we're going to have to rearrange them individually because we changed the angle of the picture. So now we have to move the tapes as well. And because they're still all kind of stuck together as a group from the way I copied them, I'll just click into the background and then I can grab them one at a time. Now, we probably don't want this tape going across the top of the letters here. So what I can do is click on the letters, on the box around the letters, right-click on it, and choose Bring to Front, and that brings the letters up on top of the tape. And then the same thing down here. All right. And then the last thing we want to do is grab our little red note over here. Copy the whole box. And let's see if it's still going to fit with the way I rearranged. No, probably need to adjust that a little bit. All right. So now you got to see each piece of how I put that whole design together.